Hello, I'm Gina Marie from the food blog veganwithcurves.com. Welcome back to my channel. For today's recipe, we are going to be baking, and we're making a vegan lemon cake. Now, this recipe is dedicated to my late beautiful grandmother, Miss Betty Jo Honey Hoskins, because she loved lemon desserts, and she is the sole reason why I'm into cooking to this day. So I'm dedicating this recipe to her. Now, this is a very popular recipe on my blog, and I'm glad you guys love it as much as I do. Simply visit the blog to find step-by-step pictures, full instructions, and a clickable ingredient list, as well as some recipe notes. So without further ado, let's get into baking this delicious vegan dessert. So the liquid from canned chickpeas is known as aquafaba. Try saying that 3 times fast. This is going to help make our cake nice and fluffy, and we're going to use this to make our flaxseed egg. So we're going to take some ground flax seeds and some aquafaba and mix them together until fully combined. And the mixture will form a thick egg-like consistency once it's set for a while. So set that aside. Now for our dry ingredients, we're going to be using an all-purpose gluten-free flour. Now I'm using Trader Joe's brand, which is the brand I highly recommend for this recipe. And please make sure you read the show notes below about different gluten-free flours and why certain brands just won't work. Okay, so we're going to be adding a level amount of flour to a bowl, not a heaping measurement. As you can see, I'm scraping the flour off the top to make it leveled, and that's how you want to measure your flour. We're going to add in some organic cane sugar, some sea salt, some baking powder, and lemon zest from a Meyer lemon. Now, Meyer lemons are more juicy and a tad bit more sweeter than regular lemons, so they work perfectly for lemon-based desserts. Be sure to only zest the yellow skin and not the white part of your lemon to prevent getting any of that bitter taste in your cake. Stir together until ingredients are combined. Next, we're going to assemble our wet ingredients. Grab a separate bowl and add your melted vegan butter, non-dairy milk of choice, lemon juice from the squeezed Meyer lemons, apple cider vinegar, lemon extract, and your flaxseed egg. Mix until fully combined, and then you're going to add your wet batter to your dry batter in that order. Do not add the dry to the wet. You're going to mix until fully combined, but make sure you do not overmix so that you don't have a dense cake. You want this cake nice and fluffy. Just lightly fold the dry into the wet until it's completely combined. Next, you're going to grab a greased 9 by 5 inch loaf pan and just lightly grease it with some oil or some vegan butter. And then you're going to add your batter into the pan. Kind of shake the pan a little bit to kind of level out the batter, making it a little even. And then you're going to pop it in your oven at 350 degrees for about 40 minutes or so. And in the meantime, we're going to make our delicious icing. Now, this is very simple. You're simply going to add some powdered sugar and some lemon juice. Again, I prefer using the lemon juice from the Meyer lemon. And you're going to mix together until it's combined and it's creamy and it's nice and thick. You know, you don't want to add too much lemon juice to your powdered sugar because you don't want a liquidy, thin icing. You want it to be kind of thick. So just 2 to 3 tablespoons of lemon juice will be enough for this. Once the cake has cooled, you're going to kind of maneuver it out of the pan. It should come out easily since that you greased the loaf pan. You're going to take it out the pan and you're going to allow it to cool for about 10 to 15 minutes. Now let's top our cake with our icing and just simply spread it around evenly as possible. Again, you want to do this when the cake is cooled. This cake would keep at room temperature for about 24 hours. It would keep in the refrigerator for about 5 to 7 days, and it would keep in the freezer for about a month. Just make sure that when you keep it in the freezer or the refrigerator that you reheat it before you eat it because it is gluten-free, it's vegan, so there's no eggs in it, so it doesn't have a very fluffy taste after you put it in the refrigerator or freezer. So you want to make sure you reheat it to get that nice, moist, fluffy texture back. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Be sure to leave your questions and comments below in the comment section. Also, the recipe is on the blog. Be sure to hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any more vegan recipes. And if you're on social media, be sure to follow me on Pinterest, where I'm the most active, or you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Until next time, guys, thank you again.